Hello there, our friends, Evolutionary Energy Arts family.
Hello there, welcome back, everybody.
So, this week we are starting a little juice fast. And juice fasting is something I used to do every single month. I had a friend that we would just do at the same time every month, and we'd usually go 3 to 5 days, sometimes a little bit longer, never less than 3 days. It's not hard to do, really, if you do it right. And again, it depends on where you are with your toxicity. If your normal weekly diet consists of fast foods, yeah, it could be a huge shock to the system because we can get used to poisons and toxins. And in this world, it's kind of hard to escape poisons and toxins, even in what's supposed to be healthy food.
It's true. It's so true because they keep passing these laws to be able to put certain things or, say something as GMO when really it's not. And you have to have like a really decent education when you go out shopping so you know the different laws and what they can state and get away with and what they can't.
Most definitely. So, this is some of the stuff that we will supplement with as far as when we're doing a juice fast and just even a normal day. Because typically we eat one meal and often we'll have a shake, which is just basically using the juicer and the blender. And we'll juice typically, the average thing that we juice a lot is maybe a couple grapefruit, some carrots, some organic celery, a piece of ginger, maybe a carrot or two, maybe pineapple, maybe melon. It depends on what we have at that time. And typically, I'd say we end up drinking at least 32 ounces each. And, most people are not hydrated in the first place. Hydration is something that I don't think is paid enough attention to.
Mm-mm. No, and you know what else is not paid attention to is when you are going into this state where you're eating good food, you're trying to load your cells up with important information. And if we are eating the processed sugars and the processed foods, that those actually go into your cells. It takes up the space that otherwise healthy food would go in and be able to nourish you with.
Absolutely. And think about nutrition. Think always in terms of nutritional value as what I'm taking in nutritionally dense. Because, again, if you went to McDonald's and got a supersized number one, that might be all the calories you need for the day, but it have very little nutritional worth to it. And as well as having a lot of nanu,
Mm.
NaNO particulates, which we have gotten from the guides and heard from others as well, that are in everything that's fast food. It's just pure toxicity. Pure toxicity. So you want to steer clear of that. Think again in terms of nutritional value. When you look at your most nutritionally dense foods, they are really fruits and veggies. They're so nutritionally dense. It's amazing the empty calories that exist in processed foods.
And whenever you can, use everything from your garden because we give that type of food extra love, extra attention, and these energies that are put out from yourself to the plants. There's actually a bit of a consciousness to that, a bit of a give and take. So, everything coming out of your garden is going to be really, really healthy for you and it's going to nourish you in more ways than just one.
Absolutely. And so, we are not nutritionists and we're not medical doctors. I have been certified as a personal trainer, certified in nutrition, also massage therapist, as well as a Qigong practitioner for 30 plus years and a Reiki master teacher, studied many different healing modalities, studied some medicinal, medical, Qigong, as well as everything else on a more physical basis. I was used to coming up with diets and writing diets for people and helping people as far as that goes, as well as myself and just families and loved ones. So this has always been something I've been fascinated with. I've always been a workout fanatic, although now in my well, transitioning. I'm in the mid 50s. I'll be in the late 50s before you know it, the way time flies. So priorities do change, and it's more about balance and harmony. And we need to be all about balance and harmony in these times. So, some of the things that we supplement with, just to go over some of the things here, and this is also just part of our detox program, which is our everyday program, really. If I start towards the back, one of the things that we like to drink all the time is just teas, herbal teas. And so I didn't realize we had 4 packages of organic hibiscus flowers. These are, supposed to be organic, non-GMO. Hibiscus is loaded with vitamin C. And I mean, I just love the flavor. To me, I love the flavor. And one of my favorite things is hibiscus, and they're in here somewhere. Elderberry. Hibiscus and elderberry tea. I love that combo, and it's such an immune system booster. It'll help you detox. We'll add in some milk thistle. Milk thistle is a great liver purifier as well. And we just basically I'll put them in the bigger mason jars, just to show you, with some water, and I'll just sit it out in the sun and have sun tea.
Mm-hmm. Right, and with the nettle, we have the nettle here, and that's really important to help us absorb iron. And what I've noticed from trial and error is that it seems like our iron stores are strangely getting depleted. So we need to have ways to redo this. And thank you, Mama Jan. These are the jars we make our tea in. We just keep probably 3 or 4, put them in the fridge, and then they're just always there. They're always there. So there's certain kinds of teas that you can add that enhance other things.
Absolutely, and we do want to thank Mama Jan. She's been so good to us throughout the years, and other people as well. Our beloved Rosemary. Mm-hmm. There are some things here from Rosemary.
And I believe her website is up. And this is Miss Rosemary, and we just really appreciate her and adore her.
Diatomaceous earth. Now, she did give us some diatomaceous earth and things like organic peppermint tea. Mm-hmm. Herbal teas, again, I would load up on herbal teas. No calories, and they can benefit you in many different ways, helping you with detoxing as well as boosting the immune system. If you're somewhere where you can't grow citrus, for instance, vitamin C deficiency and scurvy is something in a famine situation, which we don't know how bad it's going to get. It feels like it's going to get pretty intense. The guides have warned us. It's not going to be easy. Hibiscus, again, is loaded with vitamin C. So that would be a wonderful thing to do. Just stock up on the hibiscus flowers and make yourself some sun tea with it. We buy bulk diatomaceous because we use it for a lot of other things, as that's a 10-pound bag. We have a couple of those. Mm-hmm. In this area, there's tons of insects. There's so much water, there's so much life, there's so many insects. So, there's been issues with red ant swarms, things like that. So we'll put the diatomaceous out, and that'll take care of that issue. It's good for getting rid of a lot of nasty bugs. And one of the other things too, and Cindy could talk probably a little bit more on it.
The Paul d'Arco, very, very good for you if you're having symptoms. And again, we're not doctors, but through trial and error, we've managed to have a lot of realizations. And that Paul d'Arco, if you're having any internal issues, inflammation, that's really, really good for you. And the turmeric. Now, the turmeric is something that the guides came through and just flat out said, okay, this is going to be your medicine throughout this. This could also be your currency. So we probably have like literally 20 plus pounds of turmeric, and we give it to the dogs. We both take it daily, and a lot of it, and we're both doing better. We kind of went down a path where our health wasn't real good after that triangle, and it's been the turmeric and the ginger and the Paul d'Arco really has helped us, and the tea pull us totally out of it.
Absolutely. Yeah, we were blasted by that triangle in Mississippi by Hattiesburg, and then in New Mexico we got
Mm-hmm.
blasted too. So we were blasted twice in a 6 month time period, and it definitely set us back. Yeah, as far as turmeric, we have 25 pounds of
Mm-hmm.
organic turmeric, so I stocked up big time on that. But the reality is, we put it in the dog's food. We probably do go through. We might go through 5 pounds in 4 to 6 weeks.
Right,
So
and
I mean, that's not really that might be 6 months to a year's worth.
right, I make my own capsules, so I buy those in bulk. You can get, GMO free. You can get, the friendly kind, vegetarian friendly capsules, and I just bought a huge bag, and I make my own. And I throw a little bit of pepper in there because that helps with absorption. So there's just a lot of things that we do. Some things more than others that really keep us healthy and keep us going. So these are vegetarian.
Yeah, 5,000 of them,
Mm-hmm.
just to show you how serious Cindy is
I
with
am.
keeping us loaded up.
I do, and I have a pill maker. It's like a double O. Seems like that's easiest for us to swallow. Sometimes people might need a little bit smaller pill, but they have various sizes online, and some of these things have really been lifesavers. Now, if you need the protein, so I do want to, yeah, that's.
So this is turmeric in Ziploc bags.
Mm-hmm. And I do want to do a shout out to those channels out there, you guys. If you are channeling, I've realized through working with other people and mostly with myself, we need 2 to 3 times more protein in our diet. So sometimes that's really difficult to get, so you might have to supplement, and these are the things that we have. And Mike keeps me full and he keeps me taken care of. But that's something that I had to learn myself. I didn't realize, and I realize that now. So I've been beefing up on that.
So, I mean, I've known all this was coming for a long time. I think in my mind back in the 80s when I became aware of everything to come was thinking, in terms of more around 2000 to 2010, 2012 range. But everything has just taken a little bit longer to manifest. But like with these whey proteins, my God, they've gone up in cost. Now,
Yeah.
I bought, um, I think we got like 6 or 7 of these 5 pounders, and whey is a very complete protein. It has everything in it. It's so easy to assimilate and digest.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a beautiful thing to have. Proteins are going to be so expensive in the
Mm-hmm.
time to come. And then we also have naked pea protein
Mm-hmm.
too,
Mm-hmm.
which is a complete vegetarian one. And again, you could do combining too, like when you combine rice with beans and rice with lentils, you end up with complete proteins as well. So we're careful to kind of make sure we get everything that we need. But in reality too, most Americans get more than enough protein. In reality, now Cindy was talking about people that channel. Now there's not a lot of trance channelers out there. Although many people have abilities that are coming on that will probably
Mm-hmm.
change.
Right. I mean, even if you're a writer, if you're someone who can move a whole lot of information, think about that. Check your diet. Make sure you're getting a lot of protein, and just stay on top of things. So with those abilities coming online for everyone, and very good
Chia
organic
seeds.
chia seeds.
So we have like 20 pounds of organic, non-GMO chia seeds,
So.
and we add those to the shakes. It's
Mhm.
a good source of good fats for you, as well
Mhm.
as a lot of fiber, because you want to constantly be detoxing. You want to constantly be detoxing every single day. When you see cancer, cancer is a disease of accumulation of toxins. It's where if your body is optimally functioning, it breaks down cancerous cells first and foremost. So you always want to be cleaning out your colon, your intestine, every cell in your body you want to be cleaning out. We always add ginger. We have a bunch of organic ginger.
Mhm.
These are some of the things that go into every shake. Spirulina, that's a blood booster, a blood purifier, cleanser. That is something that is just amazing for you.
Chlorella.
Same thing with chlorella. So those two always go in our shakes. Organic barley grass as well, really good. Collagen we add as well. Collagen, again, a building block. Now I noticed with me, it's my nails. My nails constantly break. I like to play guitar, and I like to play fingerstyle guitar. And if I'm not taking in Greek yogurt, then my nails start to break. So supplementing with the collagen seems to help. That's our ginger, turmeric, and over here is some of the chia, moringa leaves. Our moringa tree, it didn't make it through the winter. No, and we were hoping to, but it didn't make it. Siberian ginseng. That's a good immune system booster.
Grab my fish oils up there, because that's another thing that I take. The skate liver oil right next to the nanoparticles, the nano silver. To the right. Hold that. I'll get it. This is really important. The fish oils. Those are really good for your brain. And these,
there you go.
These are made so that they are pressed, and when they're pressed, they're not losing their nutrients. So a lot of these different oils, we take milk thistle, immune support. That's really important too. Just have it on hand. If somebody's getting sniffles, you give them a capful of that, and that should help.
Yeah, you could get the immune support through our link to Medicinal Foods, for instance, because they do carry it. There's cod liver oil.
No, I take those every day, sometimes 2 times a day, just to keep everything functioning right. Keep those really important fats in your body.
Absolutely. Now, activated charcoal, that's a great detoxer too. You could just add that to a little bit of water to detox. And then cream of tartar is another substance that can pull a lot of toxins out of the body. It should be also one that should be mentioned. Could be good for people with cancer. There's some more collagen. Okay, dried wormwood. Now this you can make a wormwood tea. It's not so pleasant. You could also, but it's powerful. And wormwood is another cancer fighter, and it's also anti-parasitic, antibacteria, antiviral. Trace minerals, we're all about conductivity. We should be all about conductivity. So this is something you could add to your water, to your juice, to anything, really. It doesn't really taste like anything, so to speak. Psyllium husk powder, that's just basically for more bulk to, again, help clean out all the crap, literally, inside of us that's always building up. As you see, we have bags of moringa there. This is slippery elm bark powder.
That's so good for the gut. Yeah, if you're having gut problems, any kind of gut problems, that's really going to help fix that issue. So what I do with that is I just put maybe a little teaspoon in a cup of water, mix it, and just drink it right down.
Absolutely. And then we have chickweed, which is a heavy-duty detoxer as well. Faux tea, which can definitely boost your energy. Absolutely. Essiac tea back there too.
Very important.
I don't like the taste of that, but
it's horrible, but it works.
But it does work, and it's also a cancer fighter.
It is. If you go online, a lot of people are going to talk about how to feed it to their dog, because basically anything that works you can't give any advice on, or you'll get nailed for medical misinformation. But it's given to a lot of beings for that purpose.
Absolutely. This is something that...
that really helped our Janet. But that's really important for the plague upon the land these days. You want to be stocked up on that.
Absolutely. We have also, let's see if we can see that, cranberry extract. And, we had Sita that developed a really bad UTI. And, that was something that the vet recommended as well, and most people understand that. Reishi is a powerful mushroom for longevity. Also another cancer fighter. Again, in this world, we got to be fighting cancer every single day. And I think, did we talk about nettle?
We did speak about nettle, very important, when it comes to iron and the ability to absorb that iron. Nettle tea is just a dream for that. Plus, it has so many other benefits as far as balancing hormones. It's going to help with that too.
And we have several sets for sprouts, and I don't ever see sprouts in the store locally anymore. So this is a kitchen crop sprouter. We have another bunch of trays that we're going to sprout with. And up here you see kombucha. Yes. Kombucha. Cindy's going to be making us some kombucha.
Yep.
Turkey tail extract.
Oh, very, very good. Another thing to help really raise up that immune system and kind of get you up and above the fray so that you're not taking on these lower vibrational entities into your body. So this is a lot about raising your voltage. They talk about raising your vibration. Yes, this is raising your voltage, and you get your voltage up there by doing all of these things, doing it often, doing it consistently.
Now, high blood pressure always ran in my family. And when I was like 30, the doctor, I think that was the last time I made a trip, I had to go for work. I had to go to an MD to have a physical for work. And my blood pressure was a little bit high. And so what I did, because I didn't want to take anything that they were going to prescribe, I just went and got arginine and citrulline, which are two natural amino acids, and boom, my blood pressure dropped like 10, 12 points and was back in the normal range. Now, when I was 30, I was eating meat. I was eating healthy, but, not like now. And then when I shifted to a vegetarian diet, then all of a sudden my blood pressure went down to 115/75. And as well as cholesterol, everything was crystal perfect, picture perfect. So, again, so many problems, especially if you're talking cholesterol problems, it's really just a matter of what you're eating for the most part, what you've been eating. It takes time to correct things as well, because it took time for things to get bad in the first place. So we just wanted to give you guys some ideas. Here's Mucuna with ashwagandha. Ashwagandha is another important thing. Here, everybody should have a little...
Yeah, I took that every day.
Liquid iodine, guys. That's something we should have on hand as well. Mm-hmm. And what we have here in the kitchen is only about a quarter of what we have in the bathroom.
Yeah.
As far as the medicine shelves are loaded with herbs.
Yep.
It's what they're loaded with. Everything natural. Because, just our humble opinion is we trust Mother Nature. We don't trust corporations.
Right. You want to get to that point where anything that you might need, you can grow it through Mother Nature and you can attain it yourself. Because in these times, with issues with our shipping situation, you might not be able to always get what you need. And these are cordyceps. This is another thing. I will take those capsules and I'll throw a little bit of that in there and just takes the capsule like that. If you hate the taste, that's probably another thing you can throw in a capsule and just dunk that down your throat. These things are all really important, I think, to have in a time where we might not be able to have a lot of medicine. So what you eat is your medicine.
And black walnut hulls. So black walnut, yeah, again, that's another thing that will get rid of anything that's parasitic. Mm-hmm. Here we have a little elderol. Again,